It's a classic recipe that stands the test of time, and it's a dish you'll want to make every holiday again and again. Cy Foster joining us to share her favorite pineapple brown sugar glaze ham. First of all, always so good to see you. Like, so good. I walk in the green room and Cy's there, and I'm immediately like 20% happier. So thanks for that.
You're so sweet.
And this takes me back to my Grandma Jo's kitchen. This is one of those recipes that you just think about every Easter.
It never goes out of style. It is a true classic. This was my mother's recipe.
Was it?
Yes. And so she used to do ham. My mom bought those hams, though, that were shaped like an egg.
Oh.
And
we're not sure what was going on.
I'm not really sure what that was. Yeah. This is a much better option. A bone-in ham.
Okay.
You want to look for a bone-in ham. When you unwrap it, grab that little package right there.
Yeah.
When you unwrap it, it's all in this net, right? And then it's got plastic wrap around it. And this will tell you, I always tell people, don't throw this out right away because it will tell you exactly how much your ham weighs.
Okay, okay.
Or turkey, if you're doing a turkey, right? Don't throw that in the garbage. But this little thing I always toss, this is the glaze, and from the ham people. And this I throw away.
Goodbye?
Yeah,
Just
I
not,
don't use this. You don't know what's in this. And it's so easy to make your own. So we just put all the ingredients in here. We've got pineapple juice, orange juice. Oh, I think I forgot. We're gonna put a little bit of cinnamon in there.
Please.
You can put, it has brown sugar in it, a little bit of mustard. You can give it a little
mustard.
squirt of
Okay, sure.
And then a little bit of fresh lemon juice as well.
So it's the citrus meets savory.
Yeah, it's so good. And it just kind of brightens your ham up a little bit. So another mistake that people make with their ham is they don't let it sit out enough because really these hams are totally cooked. They're pre-cooked. You don't have to do anything with them really.
Right.
You could, legally, you could just take them out of the fridge.
Legally, ethically, healthfully, we could just eat it.
Yeah, it's totally cooked already, but you want it to be nice and warm when you serve it. So you want to take it out of the fridge and let it sit at room temperature. And I kind of get in there and move it around a little bit because they're spiral, they're already pre-sliced.
Like, let it sit for how long?
Yeah, at least an hour on your countertop. Because you think about that, it's super dense. Inside, it's cold in the middle of that ham, right?
Yeah.
And you want it to be nice and warm, but you don't want to dry it out. That's the big problem is people take these and they think, I've got to bake that ham for a few hours, and you really don't.
Okay.
So you're putting a little bit of water in it. You've got a big piece of foil. You want to totally cover it up so it creates a seal.
So I do water in the pan.
Right.
I drizzle this.
No.
Oh, not yet.
This is later. Then you're going to heat this up for a while.
Heat
in
it up.
the oven.
Okay.
And then when you take it out, it's going to be all nice and warm and steamy. And then you're going to put the glaze on, because if you put the glaze on too early, it's going to burn, and then it tends to dry your ham out. So you put this nice glaze on. I go in and just brush it a little bit. And if your ham isn't quite the color that you want it to be, you could always put it under the broiler just for a couple of minutes to get a nice color. But when it comes out, this ham, all of that juice has seeped in between those cuts.
Okay.
And you're going to get the most delicious. When we carried this in from the car, Jeff was saying, oh, this smells good. And it does. It just smells so good because it's got a little bit of cinnamon.
Yes.
And then the citrus. But this is how you keep a ham from drying out. You just want to make sure you're going to do 2 temperatures. So the first temperature is just with the water, it's all covered up, and you're warming it up.
Okay.
And then the second is you put the glaze on after you've just cooked it on the stove. How thick should this be? It's not super thick.
You say glaze,
You're cooking it just for a little while, but then what happens is when you brush it onto the ham and it gets under that higher temperature, it's going to caramelize. So, yeah.
And that's what we want.
It's so good. And then you can brush it afterwards too, and that's going to stay warm for quite a while.
Okay, all right. So it was the brown sugar, the orange juice, the pineapple juice, a squirt of mustard, and some lemon. Did I get
sugar.
it? Brown
Did you
sugar.
Get the brown sugar?
I don't know.
That's it. It's 5 ingredients.
We
6
can do
if
this.
you add the lemon.
We can do this and
Super
have this
simple.
classic recipe that I love how you said never goes out of style. And we want ham for Easter. I don't know when that became a tradition, but it is. Right?
You've got to have the ham.
Gotta have the ham. All right, Cy, thank you so much. Where can we find more recipes from you?
Bountifulkitchen.com.
Can we share the good news? Have we talked about the good news on TV?
I don't think we have. It's been a
Cy,
while.
Cy has submitted to the will of the people, and she is publishing a cookbook. We are so excited.
Yay.
When?
Finally.
You know when?
It should be going to print the 1st of June, which means it'll be printed all of that month and then be shipped over. So we're hoping to have it by the end of summer, early fall.
And what is this collection?
It is a heritage collection of all of our family favorite recipes and reader favorites as well.
We have wanted this for so long. I always beg my aunt to update our family cookbook, and I feel like this is the next ask, is for Cy to give us her recipes in cookbook form, so we're thrilled. Can't wait for that.
Thanks.
Thanks, Cy. You can look for this recipe and other Easter recipes we've been sharing all month on our website, studio5.ksl.com. Just click the recipe tab at the top of the screen, or we'd like to remind you, you can access the search engine in the upper right-hand corner and input recipe name or contributor name as well.